What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, The Pacific, episode number 5. And this show is, I feel like it's doing something very specific. And every episode, I feel like they're giving us a very specific, focused storyline in terms of the brutality of the war that the Marines have been dealing with. We've seen the actual fighting and the brutality of the Japanese soldiers and how they fight. We've seen the brutality of the terrain and the different locations that they've been in, the weather, stuff like that. We've seen the kind of harsh reality of the Marines showing up in Australia and falling in love and making friends and not being able to keep that friendship because obviously you got to go off to war.
Right.
And in this last one was really focused on the whole mental aspect of what the Marines are dealing with. Leckie, you've seen him kind of breaking here and there.
Yeah.
And especially after the whole breakup thing happened with him, and he came back and he pulled the pistol out on the officer when he was covering for one of his buddies. And then an officer took his chest that he found, which I don't know how that's supposed to work, but it's one of those things where he found the pistol, and he wanted to keep it. He kept the pistol, and he just kind of, it's the way it's been affecting him specifically is he gets aggressive, he gets angry, and it's gotten him into a little bit of trouble. You see him getting sent off to this hospital because he was having like a urinary tract thing, and then he actually ran into one of his fellow Marines inside. And it was like
tried to get away, then was trying to
he stole a plane to try to leave.
Yeah, when they got caught.
So wild. And like the story that he told Leckie when he was leaving was he's like, I hope it's fast. I hope it's a Japanese sniper. I hope you don't have to deal with anything that I had to deal with. And it's so heartbreaking to see that aspect of it because it goes back to what Eugene's dad said at the beginning, like the light. Like, you don't want that light to leave. You don't want that energy and that happiness to be pulled from you. We're seeing it play out with these Marines and just how brutal these environments are. And there was even one moment where Leckie was writing his letter. He's like, we haven't seen a Japanese soldier in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they're not even completely dealing with the war. They're dealing with themselves, their mental, and the environment that they're in, which is just absolutely wild. And just seeing the mud and the rain and just them trying to move their equipment around, it's just, everyone's on edge. Everyone obviously is dealing with a lot. And the show has done a really good job of highlighting, I feel like, all of these different struggles that the Marines are dealing with in this Pacific War. And it's really a brutal side of everything. And I mean, Leckie's going back, which is, he wanted to go back. He didn't want to get stuck there too long with his boys leaving without him.
Right.
And
he didn't want to get left behind.
He didn't want to get left behind. So we're going to see where his story goes and how his kind of approach and where his mental goes with this. And then we also got to see Eugene. He is in training. He was doing some stuff, and they were kind of not doing well. They blew up their friends instead of the enemy. So, well, we'll see how his journey plays out and where the Marines go from here. But so far, through 4 episodes, it's been a really brutal reality of what the Marines dealt with in the Pacific.
Right.
You ready for episode 5?
Yes.
Let's go.
March 1944. After 4 months of fierce jungle combat, the Marines of the 1st Division were withdrawn from Cape Gloucester.
And we were absolutely certain we were going to go back to Melbourne to rest again. But no, we ended up on an island called Pavuvu.
Pavuvu, part of the Solomon Island chain, is just north of Guadalcanal.
Oh, shit.
Once a thriving coconut plantation, it was abandoned when the war broke out.
Oh, that's awful.
The guy that picked that out, he sure didn't know what he was doing. It was the nastiest, dirtiest looking place under the sun.
All kinds of things just grew in profusion, especially the rat population.
Oh,
the
no.
land crabs would come out at night, and you could hear them clackety-clacking and clicking around, and they would get into your shoes.
Oh, no.
A lot of training started, and it seemed to get heavier and heavier, so you knew we were going to go somewhere into combat.
In late August 1944, the 1st Division shipped out again, headed for a small coral island between Guam and the Philippines, Peleliu. Only 6 miles long and 2 miles wide, Peleliu held an airstrip that was close to the Philippine Islands. General Douglas MacArthur decided that the capture of that airstrip was critical to retaking the Philippines as a stepping stone to the invasion of the Japanese mainland. The Navy bombarded Peleliu for 3 days, and the Marines
This
followed.
footage is incredible. In like the scariest way possible.
The men were told that the fighting would last only a few days.
I mean,
But the combat on
you don't ever
Peleliu
get this in
would
depth
last
of
more
any
than 2
history
months.
lesson, so I
and would
never
become
hear about any of
as
this.
deadly as any island invasion of World War II.
I don't think you could train for anything like that. It started when we started in, and it didn't cease. It was a nightmare.
Like, you know, even being an older man, like, it's still vivid in his mind.
I can't wait to see the reveal.
Of who's who survived.
Are we seeing Basilone in these interviews? Are we seeing Leckie in these interviews?
Right. Well, I love this is what they did in their life beyond being in the war and, like, you know, till now. And those stories are always interesting. I always wonder what type of impact this has on the actors themselves when they play parts.
Oh, it's huge, I'm sure.
Of, you know, of an actual person. Just like when we were watching Band of Brothers, and I just, you know, I always wonder, like, how they feel about it, and how the actual person, you know, if still alive, feels about it. Pretty.
How's that, fellas?
Look beautiful, Virginia.
When do we say back the attack?
Every chance you get. Now the kiss on the cheek and we gotta go. Hold that.
This is what Basilone's doing now, huh?
Hey, excuse me. I don't believe this. You're John Basilone.
Hot! She thought that she was gonna get recognized. Not you, girlfriend.
Boot camp's a breeze. Get to sleep in on Mondays.
What else?
Keep your head down and keep moving. Listen to your NCOs.
What's an NCO?
You'll learn.
Oh my good lord.
The hero life.
Damn.
Membership in the famous People's Club? Just, don't be surprised if it's not quite what you expect.
Go on stage, say back the attack a couple hundred times, get my picture took. There's not much to it.
You have no idea what's coming at you. Better keep your head down.
What kind of message is that? Kid brother comes to visit me.
Am I allowed to even speak to you without saluting? Sergeant Basilone.
Shut up, you jerk.
Early morning, Sergeant Basilone.
Morning now. Hey, how did they let this Palooka into a classy joint like the Biltmore? It's my brother George, Al.
He's like a celebrity now.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what she was warning him about.
Listen to this. 0900, I got a meeting with the governor. Then a rally at a plant in Glendale. Night, some big deal at the Hollywood Canteen.
I've been to the Biltmore
Had a
once.
6-hour pass. I go to the movies, and who shows up in the newsreel? You, Mom, Pop, most of New Jersey. John Basilone Day.
That was crazy.
Can I ask you a question?
Take your chances.
How scary was it? Guadalcanal. I hope I don't freeze up or make a mistake is all. I hope I can be as...
George, don't feel like you need to prove nothing.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be a hero. Just get home.
And don't try to live up to
Yeah,
him.
to try to outdo him or anything, yeah.
Don't feel any pressure to have to earn a Medal of Honor.
Yeah. That's scary.
Looks like Hawaii.
No, it doesn't.
Attention all hands. Make way to debark station. Make all preparations to offload personnel and cargo.
Yeah, you don't know what you're about to get into.
Yeah.
This sound company?
No.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Take that, you fucking Jap.
And recover.
Nope.
This K Company? We're supposed to be in 60 mortars, second squad?
That was Remy. Malik.
These guys are supposed to be 60 mortars.
This is second squad. Robert Oswald, Eugene Sledge.
You mortars too?
Rifleman, 3rd Platoon, Bill Lade.
Then we'll ignore you. Find yourself a bunk.
Taken.
Shit.
Taken.
Find
Gotta
another
give the
10.
new guys a hard time.
Yeah, but man, what is happening to their feet?
Just thrashed.
Oh, ho, ho. You know this guy?
Ug's ugly enough to ring a few bells.
Oh, Gloucester, maybe?
Gloucester?
Was it Gloucester?
Was he on Gloucester? He may have been
He
on
looked
Gloucester.
familiar.
Fuck you all. Looks like a land crab that once crawled up my pee hole.
Hey, welcome home, Cobra.
You have a good vacation? Anything to get away from you bastards.
I just find it funny when they like joke with each other. I love that.
I don't believe it.
Something's very wrong if you made it through boot camp. Give me a break, you old greaser. Come on.
Get up off my deck. What's this about, Marine? You fellas know each other? Is this some kind of conflict resolution?
Old friends, sir. Mobile, Alabama, sir.
Old friends, huh?
That explains it.
As you were. Try not to dislocate a shoulder or break an arm. We need both of you men healthy.
Yeah.
You gave me hot water on the first day.
And the rain.
And he's naked. And they're all getting naked.
Shower time.
Okay.
Health of the Corps is only as strong
This fucking.
as the health of the individual.
Okay,
free.
stop. You didn't have to wash the same exact spot over and over.
You don't get a lot of opportunity. You gotta clean yourself.
Hey, don't you quit on me, fucker!
And then it stops.
You assholes are gonna miss cleaning out oil barrels pretty soon. Humping up some fucking hill.
No smoking, meanwhile.
Or across a beach, Japs pouring shit for fire, pissing your pants, crying boo-hoo, and wishing you were back here with nothing asked of you but to scrub oil out of drums.
Why don't you grab a brush?
Fuck that shit, I scrub drums for no man.
Can we take a break?
Do whatever you want, this ain't my detail. I was supposed to dump y'all off here, then report back to the CP. I like to watch the new guys sweat.
Somebody took it. Maybe one of the swabbies wanted a souvenir.
Some of the guys think they're good luck. You can have this one. I got a couple. Here.
What's it like?
I slept with a woman in Melbourne. I'm not bragging. Well, that's that one, right? And then way down there, as far as you can go. And that's what it's like. That you can never imagine.
Scary.
This just seems like an impossible question to even answer.
Yeah.
Like.
He's fire! He's fire on the firing line!
This guy's quite the character.
You stupid goddamn shave-tailed son of a bitch! You keep your fucking weapon pointed downrange or I will shove that fucking piece up your sorry fucking ass. Lex relay!
Yeah, you need to be careful with that shit.
Mhm.
Stuff could go off. You don't want to be responsible for that.
I'm kind of curious what's going on through Eugene's head right now. His facial expressions are kind of interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Now that explains it. You're a believer.
Yes.
Question. God created everything, right? The heavens, seven seas, Marine Corps, land crabs, rats, mosquitoes.
That mosquito's a little tough to understand, I guess.
God created Japs too, right? Yellow slants who've tried to kill me on many occasions. Japs come from the Garden of Eden too?
Well, what we do is up to us. He gives us a choice.
Free will. Except he's God, of course, so he knows what we're gonna do before we do it.
The whole game is fixed by the will of Gramps on his throne while we're down here for what? His entertainment? That makes us chumps or God's a sadist, and either way, I got no use for him. I believe in ammunition. So I'm not on speaking terms with him anymore. Next time you're having a chat with the old geezer, can you ask him to sink a few Jap transports and have them all fall on their bayonets so I can get the fuck out of here and go home?
we met Leckie in the church. That was the first place we met him.
Yeah. But now they're no longer on speaking terms.
Yeah.
It feels so far.
Follow the man in front of you and get off that beach. And when you get to the tree line, remember to clear your weapons of sand. Aye, sir.
This feels like a very intense mission.
Yeah.
Getting that landing strip on that small island.
Right. I don't think I could contain my bladder or my stomach.
Here we go, boys!
That's so scary.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to go on that ride. This is just wild. Oh god.
Shit.
He's praying. I'll be praying. Oh my god.
Shit.
They didn't even have a chance.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is really hard to watch. Oh god.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like they don't even... They're just stuck there.
Dude, this is insane.
Goddammit, you gotta get your ass out of that hole right now! Move it! Come on!
How do you get them off the beach once they're on there? Once they're stuck, how do you get them off?
Dude, they lost so many Marines just getting there.
I mean, it reminds me of the Normandy stuff.
Oh shit.
Drop my fucking weapon.
Pressure! Pressure!
Sorry.
Bill, help me carry him back.
Shit.
How do you get him out of there? It's not like they're gonna be nice and be like, hey, oh yeah, go ahead. You haven't somebody injured? Go ahead. It's fucking terrifying. Oh my god.
Son of a bitch, those are Jap tanks.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shit.
I'm worried about his hand there. Oh god!
Oh shit. Oh
my
shit.
god.
You going Asiatic?
Feet are soaking wet. What you gonna do in your stocking feet when the fucking Japs bust through the line?
Yeah, this is not the time to be taking your shoe off. Oh no.
Oh shit.
We're rich, boys.
The fuck?
Japs got a shitload of gold in his teeth.
Holy shit, dude.
You ever been to the Grand Canyon?
No.
My dad went when he was a boy. He was always going on about it when I was little. I'd ask him about it, he said you had to see it to understand. Finally took me when I was 10. We got there late at night to these cabins. Couldn't see a thing on account of the dark. Next morning we got up, went outside, 10 yards from where we slept, the fucking Grand Canyon. My dad was right. Pictures don't show it. You have to be there.
Now I want to go to the Grand Canyon.
You have to go out there tomorrow?
The nighttime shots are just
horrifying.
That was a very powerful episode. It's just another one that just shows the brutality of what these Marines are doing on these missions. I mean,
to think about that, this island is only so big.
yeah.
Like,
it's probably as big as the airstrip. Like, there's probably not much else there. And
well, no, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's all that's on there.
And it's just them charging the beach and trying to get to a position when the Japanese soldiers know exactly where they're coming from and exactly where they're going. It's just, you said it, it felt very much like D-Day, where they're storming the beaches and there's just dodging fire. Just constant fire. And
I'm thinking that maybe I have them mixed up with what they were saying about what island they're on, the one that's tiny.
no, that is
the right
yeah,
one, not the
that's
one where they were like sitting, waiting to go
mission.
to that
This
island.
is the mission.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, now did I confuse the two? It's a little hard to keep
They
track
talked
of
about
when
it in
it's
the
very
open.
jarring.
Yeah, they talked about it in the open and how brutal it was. That was insanely brutal. I think that was the most Marine loss we've seen so far in this show. I mean, just Eugene made it to the war. It was his first battle, and it's one of the more intense ones. I don't know if it's more or less than Guadalcanal, but it feels like when they showed up to Guadalcanal, like
they
walked onto the beach.
Right.
It was the other aspects of that fighting, the night attacks, and just the absolute charge of hundreds and hundreds of Japanese soldiers. Right. This was like, you show up, like before you even get to the beach, you're dodging and hoping your ship doesn't, or whatever that was, the tank's exploding. Like, they're firing at you before you even get there. And it's just, I mean, the look, he didn't say a lot. Eugene, his facial expressions said a ton. And
the sheer terror and fear, just...
It almost is like one of those situations where he's at home talking about wanting to sign up, and then he gets there and it's not what he was expecting or something.
Right.
And I mean,
I don't know how you could prepare yourself for that type of thing.
I think it's absolutely impossible to do that. And it's just him and his unit trying to push the beach, and then we were with Leckie and his crew, and it's just, they lost one of their guys. It was just so intense.
They were carrying him off, whether or not he made it.
Yeah, I hope he just went into shock and didn't pass away. But you never know with those leg wounds, because there's so much.
You could just bleed out right then.
There's so much stuff there. But, I mean, again, it's another one of those episodes to show how brutal the mission is. And we got to catch up a little bit with Basilone, and he's living a pretty good life right now. He's a celebrity. He gets to sleep in really nice beds. He gets to have a nice little girlfriend. And he had a really interesting conversation with his brother, who is going off, and he's like, just don't try to do anything crazy. Just do your job. Keep your head down. And yeah, it's just one of those really difficult situations when your brother is a Medal of Honor recipient and basically a hero and a celebrity now. And dude's going to Hollywood and stuff. And I don't know how you... I've talked about this in multiple episodes, I feel like now. I don't know how you go from that life back to war when you were in war, get pulled out to do this job. Do you get sent back in, or is your time done fighting? I'm wondering if his time's done fighting.
I guess you savor the moments that you were out when you go back in.
Yeah, so another really well done episode, because it really, really highlights and shows you what these Marines are dealing with in these situations. Every episode and every theme of every episode has really hit, whether it's mental aspect or relationship aspect or the war aspect. It's been hitting really hard. And visually, these shows and a bunch of the movies that are out there, they do an amazing job of just making you feel like you're never going to fully experience what the Marines and the soldiers around all these wars have experienced, but the camera shots, the way it's filmed and directed, like, it really kind of immerses you into the episodes. And this, just like Band of Brothers, the show is very well done in terms of the cinematography and the way that it's shot and filmed, and because it adds just so much more impact to everything. So
agreed.
Another very, very powerful and difficult episode to watch. They're all difficult. I mean, we love every soldier that's sacrificed and fought for this country, and it's always good to learn, because you even said it, like, I don't know if we learned, you probably have to take like a very focused World War II Pacific course to learn about all the very specific battles and wars that were fought. Because I wasn't good at history anyway, so I don't retain a lot of historical information. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, history
and
class.
I don't retain information very well, so I don't know if we learned about these smaller battles that the Marines dealt with in the Pacific, but I mean, it's great to just learn it and never forget, and we get a chance to appreciate all of the, sacrifices. So,
yeah.
Anything else?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.